Hello, welcome to Tackle the Beast. Today, we're going to be tackling a topic on the product owner. Some of you have already read about the product owner in your Agile practice guide. So why don't we see what exactly we have in our Agile practice guide about the product owner. And as we do this, I am going to be taking some notes on the whiteboard for you to follow along. So let's talk about the product owner. So going back to our Agile practice guide, it reads, the product owner is responsible for guiding the direction of the product. Product owners rank the work based on its business value. So one of the terms that we often use to describe the product owner, you might have heard me use this before, is the chief value officer. That is how we refer to the product owner. Because when it comes to all things value in that product backlog, it's all about the product owner. It reads, product owners work with their teams daily by providing product feedback and setting direction. So you got to remember feedback and direction on the next piece of functionality to be developed or delivered. That means the work is small, often small enough to be described on one index card. The product owner works with stakeholders. So we could say the mouthpiece of the business. And the reason why we say mouthpiece of the business is because the product owner works heavily with the business, is someone who understands the business. Now here we're talking about the stakeholders, the customers. This is someone who works very closely with the business. And then it reads, typically product owners have a business background and bring deep subject matter expertise. So someone who has business background, and we could call them a subject matter expert. It says sometimes a product owner requests help from people with deep domain expertise, such as architects, or deep customer expertise, such as product managers. Product owners need training on how to organize and manage the flow of work through the team. In Agile, the product owners create the backlog, and with the team, the backlog helps the team see how to deliver the highest value without creating waste. So you could say this person is someone who maximizes value, whether it's of the product being built, value in the backlog. That whole discussion of value revolves around this individual. So it says in Agile, the product owners help create a backlog for and with the team. The backlog helps the team see how to deliver the highest value without creating waste. A critical success factor for Agile teams is strong product ownership. Without attention to the highest value for the customer, the Agile team may create features that are not appreciated. So when you think about this individual, this person creates the right stuff, responsible for the team creating the right stuff. That's how I want you to think about the product owner. Now, we're not done. There's another parallel discussion to be had about the product owner, and you will see some overlap in what has been presented to us from the Scrum guide. So in addition to the Agile practice guide, we're going to take a look at some of the definitions, few subtleties there in the Scrum guide. We're going to compare and contrast. So let's take a look at what we have here from the Scrum guide. And the opening statement in the Scrum guide just says the product owner is accountable for maximizing the value of the product resulting from the work of the Scrum team. How this is done may vary widely across organizations. So hold on to this right here, because this is the opening statement about the product owner from the world of Scrum in the Scrum guide. It goes further to say the product owner is also accountable for effective product backlog management. So while the product backlog can be changed or morphed, it is not without the product owner's approval. For anything to change in this product backlog, you need to be thinking about the product owner. So let's go ahead and put some notes here. The product owner is also accountable for effective product backlog management, which includes developing and explicitly communicating the product goal, creating and clearly communicating product backlog items, ordering product backlog items, and ensuring that the product backlog is transparent, visible, and understood. So this is a really powerful individual in the organization when you boil it down. For us to confer the role of product owner on someone is a big deal. The product owner may do the work that we've stated here, or could delegate that responsibility to others. For product owners to succeed, the entire organization must respect their decisions. And these decisions are visible in the content and ordering of the product backlog and through the inspectable increment at sprint review. The product owner is one person, not a group of people. The product owner may represent the needs of many stakeholders in the product backlog. Those wanting to change the product backlog can do so by trying to convince the product owner. And we're going to put a few more notes here just to make sure you've got all the items you need for understanding what the product owner does. All right. So there is our breakdown on the product owner. Let me zoom out so you can see it all. A lot of information here. But as you study for this exam, just make sure you pay attention to some of the roles talked about, especially on a Scrum team, because these help you understand, even outside of Scrum, how the world of Agile works. All right. And that concludes our review of the product owner. I hope you found it useful. We'll talk about the other roles, and hopefully this will get you ready to face questions on the product owner or similar on your exam. You take care and bye for now.